So this is the official review of Kick-Ass with
Confederate six-pack
and Chicken and
Ricky Throwback,
AKA
Mr. Awesome,
that works for me. I like that.
AKA Derek, AKA
Rico.
Suave, Rico.
So anyway, it's been about an hour since we just got out of the theater. We're gonna tell you a little bit about Kick-Ass.
It was so very awesome. I wanted to fuck a cow.
It was amazing. I give it 5 zombies out of 5.
He's gonna do that to every movie. I can guarantee it.
No.
I give it 5 little girls out of 5.
It sounds so.
I'm gonna give it 4.
What are you not giving it 5
4 out of 5.
Hey, you're going to do that to every movie.
4 jetpacks out of 5.
What is the -1 for?
-1 is for the fact that though it was a great movie, it was extremely entertaining.
It was very good.
Very entertaining movie.
There was no story. There was a plot hole.
I didn't care too much for the story. That's okay. I'll be honest. I didn't care too much for the story. It was I had a blast watching them.
You could have picked.
Had nothing. There were no subtitles in the movie at all.
You could have picked
can't read.
You could have picked that Nicolas Cage was in the movie. Then you could have reasonably given it a 4 out of 5. But instead, there's no story.
The story was amazing.
Story has a lot to do with the movie. Last time I checked.
The story.
And the fact that Nicolas Cage was part of the story ruined the movie. No, I'm just kidding. It was
Too late to salvage your situation. Anyways, back to the page.
Back to the review. So basically, the premise is that this kid, you know, he's like,
He wants to be a
I love superheroes, but how come nobody ever like?
Being the hot girl.
No.
Why can't I get the girl? I want to be a superhero.
So basically, he's like, how come nobody ever tries to be a superhero?
That Armenian guy.
And his friends are like, psh, lol, what a retard.
Oh, you retard.
People get hurt. Pain and suffering.
Pain is suffering. Is very horrible.
So yeah, and
Thank you.
so he decides to do it. He gets his ass kicked. Ends up in the hospital naked.
That's not very kick-ass.
The first half of the movie wasn't kick-ass because he got his ass kicked.
People thought he was gay.
And this chick he liked thought he was gay. Oh yeah, did I let you guys know that this has lots of spoilers in it? Whoops. Well, guess what? There's spoilers in this.
Roll down a window. Roll down a window.
Oh, you fuck.
Somebody fought it.
I freaking told you roll down a window. I gave you credit.
Oh God! You gave me like 8-second warning. Not even.
I couldn't help it, man.
Anyways,
anyway,
so while we
He's not
digress,
gay, but he wants to bone her, and he's like, "I want to bone you," and she's like, "Oh, you're my gay friend now, right?" And he's like, "Sure."
yeah, it pretty much happened like black and white. Like, plus he let her, or she let him massage her.
But she naked.
With his penis.
She has boobs. They're nice.
They're nice.
They're nice.
So anyway, turns out that there's a couple other crime fighters that are dressed up like superheroes. One,
So what happens? to
Batman.
one looks like Batman.
Batman. I mean, Big Daddy.
Big Daddy. This is remember this is BioShock. 2, 3. This is BioShock 3 with Big Daddy.
And kick-ass.
Anyway,
Look at this asshole crossing lanes.
what a dick.
What a dick.
What a dick. So basically, we find out that Big Daddy and Hit Girl, who are a father and daughter duo, they're out to get the mob because they put him in jail.
The mob is not a very nice
Oh, he
people
really
to
shouldn't be
be.
given
Spoilers! I already announced it.
Yeah.
It's a full review.
Fine.
So, like I said, the mafia's kind of like,
The mob framed him for
fuck
being a
you.
drug killer.
yeah, the mob framed him and now he spent 5 years?
5 years in prison.
5 years in prison and
Now he can't be a cop anymore.
he cannot be a cop anymore and
Because
his
he went
wife
to
died.
prison. And his wife died.
Killed herself.
So now he has to avenge his wife died. Suicide.
She pretty much killed herself.
She could not take it anymore, so she ate pills and pills and pills and
So he took it upon himself to get rid of the mafia.
He's like, I'm gonna kick your ass, and they're like, I'm gonna do something about this.
Yeah.
And Hit Girl's like, dude, you can't do nothing about it because I'm gonna kill you. And they're like, I'm gonna try. And so she's like, fuck off. And
And then McLovin is in the picture. And McLovin's like,
help out, Daddy. I want to help out.
McLovin's like, I want to be like a gangster too.
I
And
want to
Daddy's
be like Mike.
and Daddy's like, you fucking retard.
Daddy's like, you so retarded. And he's like, I can do it. And
He's like, I want to have cool car.
I want to have a cool car.
School bus, woo! So he gets his cool car and his cool costume and he goes around. It's the Red Mist. And
The Red Mist. I drive a Mustang.
I drive a Mustang. And he's pretty much a flaming retard. And my God,
Even Stewie looks straighter than he did.
that's true. That's a true statement. Sad but true. So anyway, so the Red Mist, aka McLovin. I'm gonna call him the McLovin from now on.
The McLovin.
The McLovinator.
Christopher Mintz McLovin.
Exactly. He befriends Kick-Ass, and Kick-Ass is like.
best friends forever.
And Kick-Ass is like, I would want a sidekick even though you're way better than me and I've never seen you do any action ever in your life.
Did I happen to mention that Kick-Ass looks like Plankton? Just thought I'd mention that.
Yeah, Kick-Ass was like in a scuba suit.
Dude, Red Mist, you guys, looks like a 40-year-old woman. Just keep that in mind.
Yep.
Pretty much.
This is a different kind of 40-year-old version.
Hey-oh. And so scene by scene, mobsters are getting taken out, and Daddy's like, WTF?
What the fuck am I gonna
And it
do
turns
about
out that Big Daddy and Hit Girl have been taking, people's lives.
They're taking lives.
The lives of gangsters.
But they think it's Kick-Ass. So he's like, I want Kick-Ass.
So they trick Kick-Ass into leading the red bitch into the
Yeah, Kick-Ass, come on, let's go.
to the hideout, and he's like, dude, I'm gonna smoke weed because I'm cool. And then he was like, I'm gonna drive a car and smoke weed because I'm cool. And then McLovin was a douche the whole time, and it was a trap.
It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll.
So
can't do that in my truck.
now the Don of the mob, which is also McLovin's father, he sets up a webcam and they're like, we're gonna publicly humiliate Kick-Ass and Big Daddy.
Daddy, let's humiliate them. Yeah. And Dad's like,
Epic is
But shit goes sour quickly because Hit Girl's like, fuck that noise.
it was sour like cream.
And by the way, Hit Girl got away because McLovin shot her out of a window. What a dumbass.
Yeah.
Thank God for Kevlar.
Thank God for a bulletproof vest.
Thank God for parents shooting their children at point blank in the beginning of movies.
Thank God for America. Because we have
parent
bulletproof
in the
vests.
world.
A 10-year-old girl
Best
shooting people
parent
and stabbing
ever.
people in the chest.
Ever.
So basically, Hit Girl saves the day, but it's too late because they set her father on fire, and the father dies, and she's all like,
I am
and then
your father.
and then he talks like he's all burnt, and he's like, I love you, and he was like, yeah, Hit Girl.
For 5 seconds, the movie turned into I Am Sam, and I was like, what the hell is going on?
I know. It was pretty retarded.
love you so
By the way, Nicolas Cage played, I'm pretty sure, a mentally retarded person.
I love
He
you
did an
so
awesome
much.
job in that movie. Come on.
He did an awesome job if he was playing William Shatner.
But he's Nicolas Cage. We have to make fun of him anyway.
Exactly.
He could have won a Grammy. We're still gonna make fun of him.
And so
Glass or plastic? Glass or plastic?
Plastic for the win.
So Hit Girl goes up to Kick-Ass, and she's like, we need to end this shit tonight. Tonight's the night we'll make
Just go
history.
jailbreak.
That's the
And we're all
night.
singing different songs.
Anywho, so they go into the Don leader's the
In
mob
his casa.
the mob boss's casa, and
This looks more like a office building than anything.
it was weird. But
And Hit Girl's dressed up like one of those
and Hit-
Japanese little
She looks like a
schoolgirl
schoolgirl.
whores.
If she was older,
And the
I'd
guy's
be
all like,
yeah.
what's wrong, little girl? You lost? She's like, oh, yeah.
She's like, I'm so lost, and then bam, shoots him in the face, and I'm like, what the fuck? And she's like, I know what I'm doing. And then she shoots everybody.
Pew, pew, pew,
and then the big black guy's like, I'm gonna use a rocket launcher.
I'm gonna use my bazooka.
But then Kick-Ass, comes up with a jetpack with a Gatling gun, and he's just
go
like,
to save
oh
the
hi.
day.
So now it's just the mob boss with McLovin versus Hit Girl and Kick-Ass, and they're both out of ammo. And Hit Girl runs in and starts fighting the mob boss, and McLovin and Kick-Ass have a little bitch fight. And somehow they both knock each other out because they're retarded.
They're nerds.
They are nerds. And
Nerds.
And then Kick-Ass comes out with the bazooka because the fat guy was like, I can't fire a bazooka.
And then he bazookas him out the
And
window.
he bazookas the mob boss out the
Guys,
window.
the music is
And
awesome.
then he explodes. And then,
I love exploding everywhere.
5-star movie, but the only thing it didn't have was a Matabubu.
oh, by the way, there's gonna be a sequel. So, on this little synopsis type thing, what would you
Go!
give, out of 5, what did you say you would give it?
I'd give it 5 little girls out of 5.
What would you give it out of 10?
Out of 10, I'd give it a 10.
Really? You give it a 10?
Well, 5 times 2 does equal 10.
Yeah, but 5 could equal 4.5
Bill, stop being a
rounded
party
up.
pooper.
Shut up! When I put this up, it's gonna be a 9.5.
Stop trying to weasel me into a 9.5.
5 zombies out of 5, people.
5 zombies out of
Or-
5.
Yeah, you already said it, so never mind. Never mind.
So, there you go, guys. See you later.